if you are overly bothered by the number of sexy time partners your significant other has had, then you might be in an immature relationship.
Is anyone excited if the number's high?
Yes.
Excited?
Because that means they're more experienced and better.
Of course.
Jason.
Of course, is anybody
Katie,
surprised?
someone reasonable. Katie, would you be excited if your husband, I'm not asking what,
Yes.
but if you knew and his number was extraordinarily high, would you be excited about it?
I do not know because I would not be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Really?
I would, nope.
Then you're in an immature relationship.
Then label me immature because I can't handle it.
I mean, I think the past is the past. And if the numbers, I mean, I'm at the point now with me and Carol, I think if she was with somebody else, she would probably perform a lot better.
Because of you?
I think
she's not into it.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna. It's like you want to impress somebody else. Like it's been like done that.
I see.
You know,
Like she's quiet quitting.
She quite quit on that sex game, boy.
Seriously,
she didn't tell you. That's funny, Matt.
That was good.
like I think it's just like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if it's somebody else, it's gonna be like on the washer machine or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Isn't that all
More
long-term?
exciting.
Yeah.
Long term, yeah.
I think so, but
All the tricks have been done.
Yeah.
yes.
For the most part.
You just have to like reinvent them.
Yeah, but
you
the
know?
same routine over and over.
Depends. I mean, if you're trying to savor the moment, you know.
I mean, I'll take it where I can get it.
Sure.
Which
Yeah.
all right,
But
you know,
but sometimes I've had sexy time with like a girl who's had a bunch of partners, but she's never been in a relationship, and she wasn't that great. For the sole fact she hasn't been in a relationship to, I guess, bond with someone and figure sexy time out
And know her body better.
Yeah.
Yeah, as compared to just a bunch of one night stands and a bunch of little flings. So sometimes, you know, the number when it comes to
That is a good
performance
point.
isn't
Interesting.
really that important.
It actually makes sense
That
because
does.
you don't
Yeah.
actually get to know
What the
Yeah,
other
and what
person
learns
likes.
what doesn't work. You're just
Yeah.
hooking
Yeah.
up.
no. But if you're hooking up with somebody for a few months at a time, you start getting to know, and then another few months, the number adds up.
Yeah.
I guess
yeah.
so.
There's only many months in your life.
So many things to ponder here.
Yes.
But that was a good point.
But I
though,
think
Squid.
every study shows guys want to know the woman's number, and girls don't want to know.
Yeah.
My husband
on
has
average.
never asked me. He doesn't want to know either. He was like,
I think he's listened to
before
the show.
I know that's the thing, but he doesn't because it's like I don't think he wants to. He can't handle it
I
either.
mean, I don't want
Yeah.
to know. I don't want to know what the people look like. I don't want to know. I do want to know if they live in the area.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause that's kind of like you don't want to run into somebody like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
you don't think about that.
Yeah.
I definitely want to know the number, and I would want to know the person. I want to know the performance,
Their
the
Instagram
acts,
handle.
On a scale of 1 to 10, you have to compare. I'd like a pie chart.
Yeah. What did you do that we didn't do?
Yeah.
And does he last more than 4 minutes? I'm just wondering.
You've been with someone that's more than 4 minutes. Oh, that's
Wow.
impossible.
I know.
Thank you, Katie.
I've met and personally seen 2 of the people that my wife had been with,
Oh.
and it bothers me because they're better looking than me.
Yeah.
Because I look at them and I look at me and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but she chose you.
Right.
For the personality.
But I'm looking and I'm like,
Well-
that's a downgrade.
Yeah.
Not
Physically.
to her,
Yeah.
though. Not to her.
Well, yeah,
I mean, she's still a
personality
human
wise,
being.
yeah, they're
well, you got to
they're
look
bumps
at it
along.
that you married up then. So
For
if,
sure.
If you married up,
Yeah.
that's a good feeling. Most guys don't want to go around marrying down.
Hey, no.
No, absolutely not.
But you think she married down physically?
Physically, 1,000%.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
personality?
Personality wise, I think we match. I
Okay.
think we're a really good match
But I
personality
mean,
wise.
do you think your personality she married up compared to what she had been with?
Yes.
Personality.
I
yeah.
do think that, yeah.
And for you, like, did your ex-girlfriends leave their shoes in the middle of the hallway?
No.
Oh. No, they didn't.
Because you didn't live together.
And I brought
they
that up.
You have
It
not.
goes over real well.
Oh,
Yeah, that always goes over
don't
well.
ever
Yeah.
do that.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
God.
Squid, what's the longest you've been in a relationship?
My longest relationship was like 3 years.
Oh, okay.
3
Was
years.
that the
but
one where you were trolling her and her new
yeah, she
guys on
blocked
Instagram?
me. Yeah, her new guy, and she blocked me. Yeah, because I kept
Yeah.
commenting, she kept deleting it, and I kept recommenting it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And liking all their photos together?
yeah. That was
So
a
you
good
had
time.
3 years. You're in your 20s. How many partners, if you don't mind me asking, have you been with?
I was honestly the other day I was trying to count. I think around a little less than 20. I think. Yeah.
See, that's significant.
But I will
By
say
whose
that.
standards?
Yeah, but
Oh, I'm sorry, feminism's coming out. It could go either way.
It's not
yeah,
because
you are.
because you have said no. And I'm the one saying by whose standards because you've said you've been with you don't even know.
No, I don't.
So,
Yeah.
so
20.
I don't even
In
know
this
to
day and time,
20
especially
is,
with Squid and his vibe that he gives off, I would thought it had been double that.
Really?
Yeah,
I think too, with some of the dating apps out there, I do think it's easier to potentially find people interested in that.
Yes,
Sure.
than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
But 20
In
is
just that.
significant. I mean, it's,
No, it's not nothing.
experience,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's still on the younger side.
Mhm.
I mean,
But he's a guy. I mean, all through college, and what are you, 26, 25?
26. Yeah.
he could easily double that by the 36.
I mean, if everything, if ever go ever hit on, would have panned out.
Really
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah.
nose to the grindstone.
Put that on your goal sheet.
Yeah, short and long-term goals.
I mean, if you think about it, that's probably more than,
Yeah.
no offense, being kids for Matt,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes,
more
it
than
is more than
Katie.
Yeah.
Man, Matt's been married for what?
Yeah, but
7
Katie,
years?
Katie
But-
throughout
said,
all
yeah.
her years of everything she's done, she's done.
I tried my hardest to have
Yeah.
one night stands, and it always turned into a relationship, which is like it baffles me to this day.
Mhm.
I tried
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
be like, I don't, but it always did.
Matt.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you were around Squid's age. When you
I
got
was
married.
right around Squid's age when I got married, and I guess a year or two younger than him. 2 years probably younger than him when I met Hannah.
Oh.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
we did this at one point, and I remember my number was less than Hugs, and I felt real bad about
Oh,
myself.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
But Hugs was having sex with like trash cans. Like fat
Tail
rocks.
That's also
bites.
true.
Yeah, they don't count.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's counting pies and couches and
Right.
stuff.
That's what I have to tell myself. I have to tell myself when I think about Hugs because he actually had the menage or trois, whatever you call
Yes,
it.
he did.
Threesome.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
how could he have
Yeah.
it and not me? But you're right. There was trash cans.
You're right. A burlap sack and a trash
And
can.
then part of me still feels jealous.
We were shocked by how risque his sex life was.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Freaky deaky.
But isn't that the way it goes?
Yeah.
It's always the people you least suspect.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, and I just think all
Gosh.
people are sexual.
Yes.
And so
It's
like,
just a sloppy mess.
oh, can you imagine?
Oh jeez.
No.
Can
No.
you imagine?
Mm-mm.
We've imagined. And we all dry heaved.
His mouth on any part of it.
Oh, man.
The
It's
stool.
like a kiss would be like, ugh. You used to
All
on our
right.
show for like 5 years. If you're new
Yeah,
to
in
the show.
case you don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
You can
If you
Google
go-
him and agree with us.
If you go to his house, don't just sit on any stool.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he has a sex stool that's
Yeah.
also furniture. It's like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's weird.
He
All right.
is married and has 2 children now. He's very happy. I just saw him at the Mexican restaurant. That's how I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the picture you sneaked. He didn't look happy.
No. He's married with 2 kids. We can leave it at that.
He did not look
He
happy.
did not look happy that
Should we
photo.
call him real quick? I want to ask him if he's happy. He's
Are you happy?
Real happy with us calling him.
I'm going to have to set the scene
Yeah.
of exactly how
Yes,
he rolled in
explain.
because it is a story unto
Explain
itself.
to that he's a former.
Okay, former intern Hugs was on our show for 5 years, give or take one, because like he just didn't show
He
up for a
laughed
year.
Right.
Yes,
No one noticed.
He's still on payroll, but whatever. So my family and I were dining out at Camino Real, which we love, and a Mexican restaurant, and in walks this burst of energy, and I see that it is Hugs' wife Ashley and their 2 children, and then pulling up the rear comes intern Hugs.
Do we have reservations here?
And we're at the door. We're sitting.
shredded cheese. Like the Mexican restaurant.
We are sitting. It is a very busy night, and we are sitting. It's a very small building. We're sitting at the very edge, like right where the door opens. We're practically outside. I mean, it's crowded and small, and we're just sitting there, right? So when the door opens and this burst of energy comes through, I see that Hugs is holding one of their children, and there's a line of people waiting to get into a seat or into a booth. So all along the back wall, there's like people standing there or sitting there or just waiting, trying to be out of the way, but they're waiting, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Hugs, carrying his kid, comes over to takes 2 steps, comes over to the table and says, "Hey," as he does.
Yeah.
And in the same moment, he barrels over some poor woman who's just sitting there, and she's like, hey, I'm sitting here. and then all of a sudden, his back and the kid's back are on her lap.
Oh gosh.
And she's like pushing him forward. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Creating an even bigger stir because he has to turn around.
I'm just here for the Egg McMuffins.
Sir, we don't have those here.
It was just like, what is happening? What is happening? But then they had to wait forever to get a seat, so they were standing in the back, and I am not kidding you. I could hear his wife talking over all of it. I was like, guess they haven't sat down yet. Yeah, just waiting. But they did eventually sit down at the booth directly across from us, and as kids do, like I can't fault him for this, but the kids are all over. Like his daughter's playing with a knife and waving it all around, and he's like, no. And his wife is just carrying on a conversation with the person that they're with. They have a friend with them, and so they're ordering margs and having a great time. And Hugs is like flailing all around.
Probably all got together later that night. Still doing it.
Maybe. Yeah.
You sound like an old person. That's why I do the voice. Some people got confused with the voice was about.
Yeah.
That's why. See, Squid, that's one thing is better that he was better at than you is he just sounded old. And it was more fun to hear Jason pretend to be Hugs.
Yeah.
Then to hear
But
Hugs
we can't
himself.
pretend to be you. So it's,
I remember listening back then, and like Jason would throw me off. I'm like, what is he doing? And I'm like, oh, that's Hug. Okay.
Because Jason's impression of you is just like
young Dolphy. Like.
The same way when Jason says my name real fast, I go, get it.
then for me, it's like, okay, Jared.
Jared.
It's pretty on point.
We're calling Hugs right now to ask if he's happy with his life.
This is life.
Because we
This is
doubt
real
it.
life.
Yeah, he's gonna lie though. I know.
I snuck a photo just to show you guys, like, look who I ran into. I think the kid was in the middle of throwing
see it. Did you
the
see it?
menus.
And the knife throwing as well.
It started off with
Tell me he's
sexy
on the
time
air.
partners.
Hello?
You're live on the air.
Hey!
What's
I
up?
heard
Hug?
everything you said. I was listening to your radio on the way to work. I heard everything.
Are you an AML?
Was that accurate?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
So,
Now to the question, am I happy? Yes, I'm very happy. I'm happily married. But I will have to say this. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but this stage of kids is the most difficult because my son is 18 months old and he was flinging chips all over the restaurant. So it's difficult.
yeah.
And
I'm
who
happy,
was
but
the
it's
The
difficult.
stage
Who was
of kids is difficult.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Hugs? Who was the friend
I love
that
my
you were
kids.
with?
It's Ashley's best friend's sister, and they all just moved up from Florida. Their families.
So have you worked out a menage a trois? Is what Jason wants to know. Because we know you had one in the past.
No, I have
How old
not.
were you when you had the menage a trois?
Probably, I would say 22,
Yeah.
23.
It was 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that
Yeah.
Sounded like I was 60. But I was only 22 at the time. What's up, girls?
I always called him Squid. Intern Hugs, is that phase of your life all done now that you've had children, or is that like still an option for you and your wife?
No, I think it's done. I think it's just me and my wife. Yeah.
Well, you got a lot to look forward to, don't you?
Just joy.
Do you have a? Do you have the sexy time stool still?
Yeah, it's in the closet somewhere. It's buried away.
I'm surprised it's
Yeah.
not working at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's marriage for you. It's in the closet now.
Yeah.
Dang.
Buried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Squid wants to borrow it.
Yeah.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Get some Clorox wipes. You'll be all right.
Wipe it down.
Yeah. We're Lysol it down.
Can't keep it in the closet. You know?
Gross.
Hey, Hugs, there's a good chance that Squid might become famous this year. If so,
We want you back.
we're interested in an interview with you if that happens. We can't guarantee anything.
Okay, sounds good to me. I'll come in.
All right, sounds
Okay.
good. All right, dude. Good to hear from you.
Bye,
All right,
Hugs.
man.
No
Bye.
lie. No lie.
Bye.
When we said our goodbyes, he was like, so I mean, like, are any openings at the station? I was like, I don't
Remember when you
know.
left to go to California during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Remember that move?
All right, we'll get into some more immature relationship
Yeah.
stuff another day.